Play.
She was good in the singles tonight, I thought, Swiatek.
Good is an understatement. She was excellent, and I know what a perfectionist she is, but even she was happy with her performance. So it just underlines how well she played today.
I wonder if this was always the case, if they were always going to sub in Zielinski, or whether her catch has come off the court with possible fatigue or not happy with his form. But that's the beauty. You can make substitutions.
Oh, that's nicely done. Yeah, I think they wanted to see how her catch reacts. He is the one, I think, possibly the player who had the longest gap between his last match and his first match here. A couple of months, roughly. Changed racket, changed team.
Changed clothing company, I saw.
Yeah.
Sometimes you just have to do that. You know, midway through your career, you see players do it, and it can go one of two ways. Let's hope it goes the right way for her catch. She's got Ivan Lendl, also part of that coaching team.
Don't you think one of the changes would have sufficed? You think it should have been all three at the same time?
Things happen in threes, as they say. Format, no ad, so whoever wins this juice point wins the game. That's a big hole for Poland. Doesn't miss too many of these once he gets a forehand with time.
A lot of tension up here in the booth, Yelena. Tension down there on the court as well.
Yeah, definitely. And Josh, you and I talked about this before the match. Everyone has still a chance in this group to get through, and that's definitely the reason why Casper's playing and Iga, and you've got the best players coming out. But yeah, there is, and already noticing the held serve there for Zielinski. I think, to be honest, got lucky that that missed from Casper Ruud, that forehand, but he's not winning straight away these rallies from the back of the court. I think he's going to have to serve and volley, even as an element of surprise, and got to avoid going at Casper, especially at the baseline. He is so solid and such great timing that you got to watch out for Casper Ruud here. I think Zielinski straight away and Iga need to avoid that if they can at all cost.
Man, that is so heavy, that forehand. It's not the speed, it's rather that the ball continues to turn in your strings once you connect with them. We can take a look here, how much it rotates. It's so hard to control that up at the net.
For Taylor. Team Poland is requesting a replay of the call on the far sideline.
Well, the ball leaves a mark, and you know, sometimes as a player you're convinced it's in or out. Of course, Iga's convinced it was out. Just needs to get that 1 millimetre. Comfortable hold for the Norwegians. Quite often in mixed, it does come down to the female player being able to hold serve. So it's going to be interesting to see what transpires. Expect Jan Zielinski to be pretty active up at the net here. He likes to cross.
A little lucky there, but that's such a good point, Josh. We had it earlier this week with France and Switzerland, where really Belinda Bencic made the difference in that tie, in that mixed doubles, was the best player on court. So when one of the women has a good day and plays well, they surely can make the difference.
And I think if the female player can absorb pace and redirect pace and is strong physically as well, I think that is really beneficial. And you're right, Belinda Bencic was excellent in her mixed doubles in that match, and that's why I just think I give the edge to Team Poland with Iga, just how much power she can generate.
Nicely done here by Eikeri. Shows off her double skills. Very nice approach. Look how close she moves up to this return. And then just continues to move forward. Well done.
Led for serve.
Strong on end range. Iga Swiatek, no problems at all. That was a difficult shot to have to defend against. He's ripped this, Casper.
Yeah, she's so good in that defensive backhand position, plays at open stance, stays nice and low.
Use the setting point.
Another big hold on a deciding point for Team Poland. They move ahead, 2-1.
Team Poland leads.
First set.
Lighting us one.
I'm interested in your thoughts on, you said her catch has made 3 changes. Racket, coach and clothing, shoe equipment. What's the biggest, the most difficult of those 3?
To me, it's the racket.
Of course.
It's shocking to me.
Yeah, that's a
It's really shocking.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. It's really unusual you see a player change rackets, like who's 10 in the world or that. I find that an enormous change.
Yeah, me too. I hope it works out for him. And I'm sure they tested it and went through all the motions. It's just, I always have the bad examples in my head. Like the time Wozniacki changed from Babola to Yonex, dropped to 70 in the world from #1, switched back and rose up the rankings again.
It's just such an intimate thing, isn't it?
Yes.
Your racket.
Yeah. It's like, you know, in Harry Potter, have you watched it? The wand picks you and the racket picks you.
Time.
All right, so much to play for here in Group B. Locked at 1-1 after the singles. Swiatek, boy, she made
Ulrikke
plenty of
Eikeri,
Polish fans
representing
happy
Team
tonight with her
Norway.
performance. And then Casper Ruud put in equally as impressive performance. Must look pretty good from courtside there, Elena.
Oh, it's impressive. Andrea and I have the pleasure of calling the Swiatek match. Andrea, you were courtside now. I've got that position. It's even more impressive here. Just the racket head speed, the foot speed, just the way that she gets in position as well. Very impressive.
And this is, for me, the most vulnerable spot for the Norwegians, the Eikeri serve. You see it here, just a bit of an unorthodox technique, doesn't get enough speed on it, only 103 kilometers per hour.
And I really like that. This is the first time we've seen it from the Polish team. Zielinski going down the line. You've got to keep the net person honest. So really smart.
So that's just exquisite. Right off the middle, the timing is perfect.
Look at the movement going forward, the body weight going forward as well. The follow through as well. Stunning.
Fifteen, 14.
That electrifies the audience. Nice
13,
hands,
14.
nice reaction from Casper Ruud. And this rally right here just reminded me of Lever Cup, and boy did Casper Ruud play an incredible doubles match there with Alcaraz by his side.
Yeah, that's right, I remember.
You remember this?
I recall.
And I thought, man, this guy could be an incredible doubles player.
He's still got time.
He's still got time.
Deciding point.
Well, he needed to do a bit of what Iga does here. Go forward, go in. It was almost such a slow serve that he waited for it. That's what, sometimes the adjustment you have to make. So that no pace shot, you've got to create your own pace. So completely decelerated.
That's a big hold from Love 40.
Team
Ulrikke Eikeri. That's huge.
And this is why I said that down the line, and Iga plays these patterns. She was always going to return there. You could see the way her body turned, and Andre, you know this as well from all the matches we have done and commentated. But in mixed doubles, you have to change that. You've got to go down the line, and she hasn't done that yet.
15 love.
Because Casper was always going to try and help out Eikeri right there, especially on a big point. So for Swiatek, the return, as good as it is, just got to go a few down the line.
Zielinski is still looking for his rhythm from the baseline, particularly. A few unforced errors, and here we have Marlene Helge, who had the unfortunate pleasure of playing Swiatek and Muchova back to back.
Brutal.
That is tough.
Didn't get much reward, I thought, on the scorecard, Marlene, but her ball striking is simply right up there. So these opportunities hopefully can kickstart her run up the rankings.
Yeah, absolutely. I agree. Much better than her ranking would suggest, but just had two very tough opponents.
Sneaky big serving there from Jan Zielinski. No breaks just yet. We're on serve. 3-2 first set. New team, new coach for Iga Swiatek. Wim for set in the box behind. I'm always fascinated to see what changes a new coach can possibly make. It's not that simple.
It definitely isn't, especially for somebody who is as set in her ways in some regard like Iga is. She is always willing to learn, which I love about her, but she likes things her way, which also makes her so strong. That stubbornness, a lot of top players have that in common. But we talked about it, Jelena and me already. You could already see a few adjustments, a bit of a shorter take back on the forehand, right?
Yeah, absolutely. A bigger pop on the first serve as well. which she's been working on. She kind of hinted, you asked her directly, but she said she never likes to talk about
she
that.
didn't want to say.
Yeah, in interviews and media, but what she did say, there's some technical changes and things we are working on, and you could definitely see it, that take back on the forehand, definitely. It's abbreviated, and that's due to, as good as the forehand is when she's got time, when she does play a player like Sabalenka, who can really go hard, flat and deep into that side, it's at times been a problem, especially on the grass, which we've seen.
Not easy to make a technical change, though, at this stage of your journey, of your career. Just very slight. I'm sure you can work towards, but I think changing technique is not that easy.
Third Tila.
I think with Swiatek, though, there's definitely, even from a technical perspective, a couple of really even simple changes that she could make, like the abbreviated forehand, just shortening the backswing a little bit, and even on the serve, and we've talked about that in her singles, it was so robotic and mechanical. Now it's a little bit more fluid as well, so it's actually just quite a few simple changes that can make a difference.
Do you think that that's the reason she has lost matches throughout the course of the year, because of the technique, or do you think it's, how much is it technique and then how much is it emotional control?
Yeah.
There's so much to it, isn't there?
Yeah.
I guess that's the question.
I think there's a combination of things. Can you always look for little 1%ers to get better? Absolutely. I think she's too good of a player not to have a little bit of a maybe better defensive game and be able to throw in a slice, especially the way that she moves. And I'll go back to the match that she lost at the Australian Open last season against Noskova, who played so well, and she wasn't able to find that neutral ball. She wanted to still hit winners from back behind. So at times the serve as well could have been bigger. Now it is a lot bigger. So there's simple things that you can still improve on. There's no doubt about that. And if you look at who she's struggling with, especially at Grand Slams, it's now who she needs to chase, who's the best player on hard court in the world, and that's Sabalenka, who won 2 hard court Grand Slams in 2024. She also struggles against Rybakina when Rybakina plays well. Again, another big flat hitter.
Time will tell. But that is a tidy cross here from Jan Zielinski here. He's timed this one to perfection. A little bit of a fake on the first. Doesn't give too much away, but commits on this cross. He's just trying to catch Casper's eye.
And Andrea, just one more thing, you kind of hinted at the return that you feel like against the big server, that stubbornness of maybe not taking a step back at times, you feel like is something.
I definitely agree with that.
Yeah.
Game, Team Poland. Ball change, please.
That's another really comfortable hold for Team Poland.
New balls.
Looking good. On serve, 4-3
Team
first
Poland
set.
leads by 4 games to 3.
I could talk about Iga's game for 3 hours without pause, just because I love her game, and I think why I love her game so much is that a casual tennis fan won't see her genius, I think, as much as people who have. And I had the pleasure to practice with her, to play with her a lot of times when she was still young and up and coming. and it's so intense. There is so much dedication and so much purpose in her game, and that's why I think it's just beautiful. And I think you hinted at it, Josh. She has sometimes, and she didn't have that today at all, she sometimes has this air of anxiety around her. She gets hectic, she panics, and she didn't have that at all. And whatever gives her that calm on court will bring her back to the top spot.
And I agree. Like, very rarely do I see her lose, and I think, well, that was because of the serve, or it was because of the forehand grip. You know, she's managed to repeat that form with a grip that you wouldn't coach or teach. She can repeat that time and time again under pressure. For me, that's not really why she's losing. I think it's the emotional control, where the panic, where she can control everything in every part of her life, but it's when she can't control it, that's when things go a little chaotic mentally and emotionally. And that's what I'm looking forward to see how she is working on that moving forward in this new season.
Love it in.
Under pressure again here. Ulrikke needs a lot of first serves in this service game.
That miss was earned by Casper Ruud's move earlier on in the previous game when he stole a point there at deuce. Zielinski thought he had to do it just right.
Hasn't quite found his rhythm on the returns, I feel. Zielinski, he's feeling a little pressure, I suspect. Big match. Especially when you're playing with the five-time
Grand Slam
man
champion,
who's a hero from their country. Excellent.
Game, Team Poland.
I like what Zielinski's now done in the last couple of games, where he's not hanging back to stay in the rallies, and he's looking for the first opportunity he can to come forward, and this was Exhibit A right here.
Yeah, it was more measured. He didn't take any part of the line on. It was a big target on the approach shot. Now Team Poland trying to wrap up the first set here. Point of the match, no doubt. Crowd loving it.
15 all.
Brilliant point. Gets the cheers and applause. And boy, Casper Ruud is everywhere. The man who covers it all. Nice.
Fifteen, 30.
It's so important to make first serves on big points in doubles.
30 all.
Got good rhythm now. Brings up a couple of set points. Got so much time on the forehand, Casper Ruud. It's pretty to watch.
Deciding point.
And you can't tell at all where he's going to go. He has so many options, can rip it down the line. This one was nicely placed. The last one, this one here, angled.
All right, set point and a game point for Norway. Huge second serve.
By 6 games to 3.
190 kilometers per hour. Wow.
So it's Team Poland. Good stuff from Casper Ruud, just keeping the pressure on here. That was a strong opening service game.
Jelena, you as our strategic expert in the team, What do you think Norway can do to turn this around, possibly?
Oh, I didn't know I was the strategic expert.
In my book, you are.
Thank you. Look, I think, like you said, they're getting a lot of first serves in, but it's where they're kind of going, what they're doing after it. So the placement as well, you've got two great returners with Iga as well. Maybe go a little bit more into the body, and does Casper step up and try and take some of those also. It's tough, actually. This is what we said going into this match. You're coming up against two players with big weapons, with Iga and Zielinski. So it's very hard, actually, for them even to get an opportunity to break. That's why I just think it's not a great matchup for them. To say, I know that Iga doesn't play doubles at all, but I'd love to see her play doubles. This is really lovely to watch.
And it should really give her confidence, because she's so reluctant in singles to move up to
forward.
the net.
Yeah, exactly. We talked about that in the singles as well, something that she could implement into her game, because she hits so well off the ground, and she's reluctant to come forward at times, even the dry volleys, whereas even Sabalenka has added that to her game. I mean, the ability of Sabalenka to now come forward and actually win points at the net is impressive, because she barely came to the net even 2 years ago. So, yeah, it's impressive to watch, because she actually can volley. It would really help her singles game. Add another layer. It's about additions, not changes necessarily.
40-15.
Do you think that would be on the radar?
I don't think it's in the first row of things that are in the notebook, but I think eventually that definitely should be on the radar of Team Swiatek. My personal wish is at one point, when Casper Ruud is as old and grey as we are, that he only plays doubles, because I'm really enjoying watching him on the doubles court.
But don't you think that for both of them, actually playing a little bit of doubles here and there, like, it would really help their singles? For Casper, that next step would also have to be to look at Sinner and Alcaraz, who are complete players, and come forward and have that ability to play well at the net, put even more pressure on your opponent.
Yeah, it's such a fine line, isn't it? You think it's, you know, if you're a tennis fan, you think, well, why wouldn't they? But there's just so much money in singles and so much at stake in terms of rankings and points, that they want to just commit everything and be fresh. But yet, if you do play doubles, you're getting the benefit of improving. So it's a catch-22.
It is, but don't forget, there's been amazing players at the top of the game, like Ash Barty and Coco Gauff, who have done it together with the singles. So you don't have to play every week. You don't maybe even have to play Grand Slams, but here and there, play some tournaments.
Correct. All right, that is a break for Team Norway.
Team Norway leads.
No ad point this time. He's come up with a double fault.
Come on, let's get him.
And Petko, this is the game. This is a big game here. If Team Norway can hold Ulrikke's serve.
Yeah, absolutely. And I'm not as strategically advanced as Jelena is, but this is all about tactics right here, right now.
Yeah, they need one or two little set plays where they can cover up her weakness, or where they can bring Casper into the play.
Is that I formation, perhaps? Is that just him? Yeah, he has to just try and help her out here, because she's not going to win these rallies from the back of the court, because she's not serving volleying.
That's too good.
That's too good,
Love 13.
Have we seen enough body serves? Would that help? Maybe? Because at the moment they're just swinging freely. There's just not enough pace on the serve.
I think she's standing wide here, which is difficult to get the serve straight down the tee, which would take some angle away for Swiatek, particularly on the backhand.
Let's see a little bit like that. That went a little bit into that right hip and jammed Swiatek just a little bit. Maybe. A few body serves would help.
Too early. And look, you've got to cross it. You can't just be stationary. You've got to create doubt. So he's just mistimed this a fraction.
Okay, she's got Iga twice into the body. Now can she find a way to get Zielinski?
Yes, she does. So another no-ad point.
Does she go body here again?
I think she's less. She has to body backhand.
And Casper goes first ball, not second, because Iga hasn't gone down the line.
Oh, well done. That's a huge hold.
Game, Team Norway.
From Norway. Consolidate the break.
Team
They lead 3-love in the second set.
3 games set.
Makes things a little more interesting.
Yeah, I love it. And
Big hold.
that's a big hold. And I think here you saw the inexperience of the doubles play for Casper Ruud. I think he's tremendously talented for the doubles. But they try the I formation, get past in an incredible return. They right away stop.
Yep.
And then he gets passed one time down the line because he goes too early and right away refuses to cross ever again.
Even though they won this point right here, he could have gone on that return actually, and then he backed off.
Exactly. And that's just what, these are the details that tell you this guy doesn't play doubles often, no matter how much talent he would have, in my opinion. Casper Ruud for doubles player is my mission here, clearly.
Yeah, I'm sensing it and I like it. So things getting very interesting here. Ken Rosewall Arena, where it was a red-hot start from Team Poland. They've raced out and snatched the first set 6-3, but it's an immediate hit back here from the Norwegians. 3-love with a break. Live mixed doubles, locked at 1-1 after the singles. Everything to play for.
30-15.
A couple of really well-struck volleys there, I thought, from Swiatek, particularly that forehand volley.
That low one, the last one.
Yeah. There's your man.
Yes.
30.
I really think he has tremendous potential in this doubles department, and who knows if they both listen to Jelena and played a few more doubles here and there, Iga Swiatek and Casper Ruud, maybe it would propel their singles game to another level, if that's even possible.
If Novak Djokovic is playing doubles at the age of what, 38, is it?
Yep.
Then I think these two can as well.
Well, I like that he's still looking to cross here, Casper. He hasn't got passive and held his position. He's still keen to move. That's a must. So many no-ad points in this match. I think this is a must-win here for Team Poland at this point. They can't afford to go down 4-love.
Team Norway.
Crowd loving it.
Team Norway leads live from Amsterdam.
Great stretch of play for Norway, and no, the crowd is not booing Casper Ruud. They are yelling his last name.
Can we hear it from you?
Because he's being a little bit rude in how he's playing right now.
I mean, he's just hitting winners. Or you asked me, what's the strategy? Well, just hit winners like Ruud does. He's everywhere.
His new favorite shot, played 3-4 during his singles. A few front-facing to back-facing.
Chance to get one of the breaks back here for Team Poland. Deciding point. Well done from Casper Ruud. It's impressive, and they lead 5-love, second set.
Team Norway leads by 5 games to love.
Taronga Zoo. This is a really special spot of Sydney. You can catch the ferry across from Circular Quay, check out the koalas, all the wonderful animals they have on show there, the black cockatoo. And as you can see there, the Sydney Harbour Bridge is the backdrop. Beautiful evening here in Sydney, out at the Olympic Stadium inside Ken Rosewall Arena, where it is a live mixed doubles, locked at 1-1 after the singles. Swiatek getting Team Poland off to a fast start, and then it was Casper Ruud taking out Ruby Herkach in straight sets.
Love your team.
Nicely done, a much better job in neutralizing Casper Ruud a little bit
13-15.
Polish team just sort of played their game in the second set, not realizing that Casper is just playing at the top of his game. I think they will need to redirect the ball a bit more into Eikeri's side, test her out, see if she can withstand the power.
It's all happened a little quickly, hasn't it? The second set, it's got away from them very quickly. Team Poland. If they are to lose this set, then it comes down to a match tiebreak, first to 10 points. So that really is a shootout. He's getting way too much of the action, Casper Ruud.
Yeah, even there, I think even that shot should have gone to Eikeri again at the net. Take Casper Ruud out of the whole equation. He's really dominating, covering three quarters of the court, and they've got to do it quickly, especially if they're getting to the 10-point match tiebreak. I think Zielinski as well looks to me like he's lost a bit of confidence. And that proves it right there. After he hit that double fault to lose his serve early on in the second set, he has really struggled from there. Really looks uncomfortable.
So another deciding point, which is in fact a set point for the Norwegians and a game point for Team Poland. That's massive. No holding back whatsoever on that forehand. We've seen it all night from Casper Ruud. And we are locked at 1 set all.
Ladies and gentlemen, a 10-point match tiebreak will now be played to decide the match.
And I really think Zielinski should play serve and volley when he's serving towards Casper Ruud. He keeps trying to play the baseline rally with Casper, and it's not going well for him at all.
We're seeing everything here on Ken Rosewell tonight. Excellent pickups from all 4 players. And that's the first mini break for Team Norway.
Get out of town here.
Again. Well, I thought they were going to win the point here, Norway, once he gets another let called Casper Ruud. This one here. But that's a great reply. Soft hands. Didn't panic. Well, that was great volleying from Team Norway. And this one just drops at the very last moment.
Even a smile on the Polish team's faces after the third net cord in a row off of Casper Ruud.
Well, he's not going to die wondering, Casper Ruud, out here. That was huge. He's just winding up, unleashing on these forehands. We know he's got one of the biggest forehands on tour.
Did you catch any of that, Yelena, or was it too far
I was
away?
trying to. Something, I think, with that one of those line calls that was close, but then he pointed to his leg at the same time. I'm not sure.
Wow! That is so impressive.
What absolute and utter insanity this tiebreak has been. 8 points of chaos and brilliant tennis.
Just a reminder, it's first to 10. It's a match tiebreak. Have to win by 2 points.
all.
Can you pick a winner courtside, Yelena?
They're putting me in a spot here if I get it wrong. I'm still going to go with the Polish team. You guys?
Wow. I think I'm going to go with Norway just to be contrarian.
That's just the highest level of tennis we're seeing. It's brilliant. The crowd are on the edge of their seat here. So much to play for. Locked at 1-1 after the singles. And now a set all in mixed doubles. It is a deciding match tiebreak.
Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you.
6 points all. Nice little cross here from Casper Ruud. Just caught the eye of Iga when she went to connect on the forehand.
Yeah, they really figured that one out. I guess they heard Jelena Dokic from the sideline yelling body serve at Eikeri, and she really found that one in the past, I want to say 20 to 25 minutes with the help of Casper Ruud moving at the net.
Oh. Don't see too much emotion from Team Norway usually, but there's plenty to get excited about when you see this from Casper Ruud.
Play from Iga here through the center of the court.
8-7.
And the first little miscommunication in the Norwegian team. Didn't have figured out who is going to cover that center.
All right, 2 serves to come here for Casper Ruud. Chance to close it out. His last couple of forehands from Casper Ruud that is a match point now for Team Poland on serve.
Team Poland.
Josh, we have a premiere. The buzzer has been pressed.
Yeah, a timeout.
Okay, hug.
They're not going to use the whole minute by the looks of it. But they're using it just to compose themselves and have clear tactics on what this point's going to look like. There it is, the red button has been pushed. Team Poland get out of trouble.
6-3, love 6.
And just survive. Going through 10 points to 8 in the match tiebreaker in what was an incredible mixed doubles match.
It really was. What utter insanity, especially in that match tiebreak in the third set. 4 net courts in a row. This was brilliant entertainment from both sides, Polish and Norwegian.
Crowd absolutely loving it, right down to the wire. And that's a big win for Team Poland to keep their hopes alive.
And it almost feels like this was their reward for having lost last year that final with those 2 match points. This was their escape.
Yep, they feel like they've dodged a bullet, I'm sure. But 8-7 with Casper Ruud to serve. They were on the cusp. Great excitement here. Plenty of Polish fans here at Ken Rosewall Arena.